Hello my loves, welcome or welcome back to Vovo Drag Tarot. I of course am Joni Vovo, a drag performer based in Sydney's Inner West and Sydney, Australia. And this is a general reading for the Aries collective. So I've cycled around, done all the signs, now we're back to the start. Yes, sorry, there's been a bit of a delay. Had things going on in life, had to move rooms and switch around in the share house, and now finally got all this set up again so I could resume filming. But yeah, so like I said, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. So if Aries is your sun, moon, or rising, and blah 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 blah. I'll try to keep the intros shorter from now on. Are you ready, my loves? Shall we jump in? Well, the one thing I'll still say is tarot doesn't define your future. It doesn't predict the future. It just reads what the current energy is and the possibilities of what may happen. So just take this as a chance for you to have a bit more clarity and insight about your own situation. Otherwise, make your own goddamn choices, because you're you're a divine being having a human experience, co-creating with the universe, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Today I'm using the Wild Unknown tarot deck, so bear with me. I haven't learnt all the images. I mean, I know all the cards, but because the images are different, it sometimes throws me out a bit. So if I have to look it up, just bear with me. I'm sure I'll learn the new images quickly enough. All right, one last shuffle. Okay, you ready? Oh, so what a Mother of Swords, Queen of Swords. So you might be in the current energy where you, I guess, can see people for who they are and what they are. If you're out engaging with people, so whatever the context is for you, if there's work, friends, family, you might just be able to easily see the lay of the land, and not to put it too harshly, but your BS or bullshit meter is on high alert. And if people aren't being forthcoming with their true intentions or their true thoughts or the true feelings, you can sense it. And because this card came in upright, I think that you can then, in a helpful, loving way, just kind of encourage people to be true to themselves, in alignment with themselves, and actually speak their thoughts and be like, oh, is that what you really think? Oh, I can see something else must be going on here. So you do call out the truth and do ask for the truth from other people, but you're doing it in a way that is, it can be harsh, but you're doing it in kindness. Also, because you don't have the time or patience for other people's BS. You're like, all right, just be upfront, tell me what's on your mind, let's work with that, okay? That's a great place to start with. Like the Mother of Swords, she is very much in alignment with her heart and her intuition, but also her mind. So it's just a wonderful balance of heart and mind. Four of Cups. So, you might be in a position where there's different opportunities in front of you and different, I guess, you've got an opportunity to put your hand to this, put your hand to that, but you're a little hesitant, maybe just taking a step back, and maybe you're a little skeptical about these offers that are coming in. Again, I don't know the context, apply it where it applies. Maybe there's work, social, whatever. But, if people are inviting you out, if you're getting offers at work to work on certain projects or whatever it might be, you're like, why are you handing this to me? Do I really want to take this on? Is this something that's going to benefit me? Is what you're telling me the actual truth? So you're just, I think, combining that with the Queen of Wands, you're very much in this energy where you're just taking your time, thinking things over, and being, I wouldn't say cynical or skeptical, but more you don't want to be hoodwinked. Like, you don't want someone to get the better of you. You don't want to commit to something where it turns out you were misled. So, but I think the wonderful thing here, though, is you don't have your guard up. So the Queen of Wands or Mother of Wands is still very open, still very receptive, but is trying to really be discerning with how they navigate the situation, particularly if you think what's coming in might not be what it seems or might not be the best fit for you. So yeah, it very much seems like at the moment you've just taken a step back, taking a chance to observe things, ask questions, get to the bottom of things before you put a foot forward to make any sort of decision to go in a certain direction. Does that make sense? All right. Hang on, let me just double check something. Oh yeah, that was the Four of Cups, cool. Again, sorry, the pictures are new to me. I've memorized all the existing tarot cards, but I'm a visual learner, so the names, I mostly know the meaning, but it's the pictures that help me the most. So yeah, Four of Cups, got it right. Snaps for me. All right. Oh, the Daughter of Wands, interesting. So in traditional tarot, that's the Page of Wands. I guess if we put all these cards together, it's like, in a sense, you're looking for some new passion or some new direction to go in. You're kind of just sitting back and waiting. It's giving me very, like, I don't know, Queen of Sheba vibes, where you just sit there and you're like, no, next, no, not that. But it seems you're not just wanting to see through, if there's any facade or false pretense, you're not just wanting to see through it for what's true or sitting behind it. You're also wanting to see what's going to resonate with you and have that spark of, I guess it's like you'll know when you know. You'll know when you see it. The right choice that just resonates with you, when you see it, you'll know. So at the moment, in this like Daughter of Wands energy, you're kind of just trying things on, seeing how it fits, and like, no. But as soon as the right thing comes in, you'll be like, yes, that's it. Again, I don't know where this applies. Are you looking for a new job? Are you just generally trying to make some plans about the future? Are you just at a point in your life where you're like, finish that chapter, what's next? And, maybe you're looking back on these previous chapters and you're like, yeah, ticked those boxes. And you're like, oh, okay, what do I do now? What do I do next? What's the next direction to go in? But props to you. Like I said, Queen of Swords upright, wonderful alignment of head and heart. You're sitting back, you're being discerning, but then also you're just waiting for that spark. And when it comes in at the right time, you'll know. Beautiful, wonderful, perfect. Love all of that. All right, well, let's see what the cross energy is then. The Magician. Oh, my loves. Okay, so this has come in upside down. So, again, like I said here, it was all wonderful energy. You're taking your time. You're trying to see things for what they are. You're trying to know if the way forward is going to be in alignment with yourself. Beautiful, wonderful, love it. But remember how I said you're a bit like the Queen of Sheba, just sitting back being like, no, next. So, I'm just going to say it. When the Magician comes in upright, it means you have everything at your fingertips to create and manifest whatever you want. Like, don't overthink it. It's like, you can do it. If you can imagine it, you can make it happen because you've got everything you need. It's coming upside down, which means possibly instead of you being in this energy where you're like, it will come to me. When it arrives, I will know. you may have to take a step down from that vantage point and actually get your hands dirty. You may need to just pick a direction, try it out, and see where it goes. The perfect door might not just present itself and open, and yeah, I'm just getting this impression you might just have to put yourself out there, try some things on, and just see where it goes, even if it doesn't lead anywhere. I think you may have to take matters into your own hands, is what I'm saying. All right, let's keep going. Oh, okay. So maybe part of your hesitation is that for you at the moment, sorry, there's a very loud truck going by. So for you, you might just feel like things are a bit out of balance at the moment. And maybe that's why you're hesitating. And maybe that's why you're a little skeptical. You maybe have had jobs where you had to do heaps of overtime and the pay wasn't worth it. Maybe you've had different social commitments where you put in a lot and didn't get much out of it, didn't amount to much. So if you've had all these different experiences where things haven't been too balanced in terms of your time, your energy, your money, what you're getting in return, what you're giving, and all of that, of course you're hesitant. Of course you're trying to find the right way forward and the right area to invest in. So yeah, this is very much top of your mind. It's like, okay, whatever I do next, it's got to meet all this criteria. It's got to bring balance to my life. And yeah. All right. The moon. So you may have this big long list of your criteria. You're like, the way forward, it's going to have this, have that, have this, have that, have this, have that. And I'm not going to put a foot forward until the perfect thing arises. All right, so we've already had this suggestion here. Well, maybe take matters into your own hands. Maybe it's something you can create and you can forge rather than waiting. Maybe you can pioneer and manifest it for yourself. The moon here is suggesting maybe there's a little bit more going on. Maybe this big long list you have, maybe you've just scraped the surface, or you've just looked at things at the surface of why there's this imbalance. You're like, oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough this, or whatever it might be. And you might be thinking, okay, I'm going to fix it by getting a better job that pays more. But maybe have a look behind it all. Like, what led you to those places in the past? What decisions did you make? What values did you believe? What stories were you telling yourself, or were others telling you? Maybe so there's not a repeat of this imbalance. It might just be helpful to take a step back and to see things from more of a zoomed out perspective and just be like, okay, well, why did this happen? What led me there? How did I contribute to it? And sometimes that can be difficult. I've had jobs where I sign up and then it turns out it was a really awful job. And then I'm like, oh, I got hoodwinked. But there's still an element where it's like, okay, well, what did I learn from that? What got me into that situation? How did I contribute to it? So this big long list of your criteria, maybe just push that aside and just have a bit more of a deeper think about what's going on, why you went there, and also why it affected you so much. Why do you feel out of balance? Is it just about you feeling like you're being pulled in a million directions, or is there something else going on? Do you overcommit yourself? Do you say yes to everyone? Like, are you? I don't know. Maybe just have a look at your own values and responses to these situations. Just saying, just reading the cards. But it might be helpful, might give you a bit more data, but might also help you in terms of how you move forward and what you create next that's going to bring balance back. You know, sometimes a job that pays more doesn't solve all the problems. Just saying. All right. Ace of Cups. What card are we up to? I've lost track. Advice, external factors, hopes and fears, final outcome. Okay, advice. Ace of Cups. Well, this is interesting that it's come in the advice. I mean, we had right back here with the Daughter of Wands that you were like, I'll know it when I see it. The right way forward. Once it comes into sight, I'll just know. And I think that there's a bit of a tricky balance here. It's like, yes, you can sit back. Yes, you can be discerning. Yes, you'll know it when you see it. But also, don't just be passive in this. Be proactive in seeking it out. You may have to do some of the work to find it. It may not just magically land in your lap, but put yourself out there, search, find, create. And the advice here is just be patient. It's going to come. This thing that's going to give you fulfillment, it's there. This cup is there for you to find. And again, I have a feeling it's not just going to fall magically in your lap if you just sit back and wait. I have a feeling you're going to have to search, look, open yourself up. I mean, I think maybe once you've done some of this deeper soul searching and figured out, you're like, oh, well, that's why this always happens. It's because I do this. I have a feeling if you change your approach or even change the criteria of what you're looking for, then you're going to be able to see opportunities that you didn't see before because you weren't looking for them. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's there. This cup is there. You've just got to go out and look for it and find it. All right. Oh, what's that one? Roman numerals 8. 8 of Pentacles. Upside down. So maybe this is a career reading, and I suppose, hang on, let me just double check 8 of Pentacles. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So I can read this a couple of ways. It's either saying, don't sit back and be complacent. Actually do the work. Do the work of creating and finding this opportunity. Don't be complacent. The other way I can read it, and take which one resonates, the other way I can read it is, you've been oh, no, I'm going to stick with that first one. Don't be complacent. Now isn't the time to, like, take your foot off the gas. That sounded very American. Take your foot off the accelerator, like, keep persevering, put in the hard work. Yeah. I think I'll leave it there. What's this one? 5. 5 of Cups. It's got a horse on it. What's the traditional image? The traditional image is... Oh, that one. Yeah, I know that. All right. Okay, this horse looks sad, so that'll help me remember. 5 of Cups upside down. So, yeah, I think you're worried that you're not going to be able to move on. That you're not going to be able to leave whatever was in the past, whatever those stories and chapters were, whatever's brought you to this imbalance, whatever you found to be unfulfilling. You're like, oh, I need to move on from this. I need to find the next chapter, my next passion, the next thing to work towards. This chapter has run its course. I need to move on. And I need to bring my life and everything into balance and order. You're worried that that's not going to happen and you're going to be stuck where you are. But on the flip side, your hope is that you will be able to move on, you will find fulfillment, you'll be able to leave that chapter behind and step into the new one. Understandably. All right. Potential outcome. Death. Oh, okay. I don't know where to place this. Is this a career reading? It could be about a relationship, but I mean, we've had an even spread of pentacles, cups, wands. I feel like it's to do with whatever your inner passion and drive is. I'm surprised the Star hasn't come out. The Hermit hasn't come out, but just from everything that's here, it's like something you're looking for something. I mean, this whole reading we started with, where did she go? Where did she go? Oh, there. We started with the Mother of Swords. And I was saying how she has this beautiful, wonderful alignment of head and heart, and she sees things for what they are, and she speaks the truth because she wants to transform it for everyone's good and for her own good. Love that. Wonderful. So this was your starting energy. So you're very much looking for the thing that's in alignment with yourself, with the people around you, with your passion, with your mind, and with your heart. So yeah, so this could be career. I'm not going to limit it just to that because it's more to do with you and the thing you want to put your hand to next, whatever that might be. So death as a potential outcome. Whatever this thing is, whatever this new start is, this. I mean, Ace of Cups, it's the first cup. It's just like a little... I mean, and also, where'd she go? And also the Daughter of Wands, a single wand. A single cup, a single wand. It's the start of a passion, the start of something that's fulfilling. It's the start of a journey that, leads on to the, 10 cups. So whatever this is, it's going to be transformative, particularly if it is a journey that you're pursuing, that's your driver. It's the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning. It's going to be transformative of your life, of yourself. I mean, and we had the moon in the mix here. So whatever this thing is you're stepping into, it's probably going to challenge you. You're probably going to find it really fulfilling. It's going to push you to question all sorts of things about yourself and the world around you. It sounds amazing, whatever it is. If you care to share, put some comments below. How does this apply? I'm so curious. What is this thing that you're stepping into or looking for that's going to transform you? Are you having a major shift of career? Are you deciding, I don't know, to start a family, move overseas? Whatever it is, it's big and it's going to change your life and it's going to be incredible. So definitely don't give up now. Where'd she go? Don't be complacent. Don't get over fixated on, will I get stuck where I am or will I be disappointed if I pursue this? Don't overthink all that. Just go back to... where to go? Just go back to this beautiful energy here. See things for what they are, be in alignment with yourself, and don't accept the story that it's out of your hands. It's definitely in your hands. So pursue it, find it, create it, make it. Oh, Aries, that was an incredible reading. Honestly, let me know how it applies. I'm so curious. Otherwise, I hope that was helpful. Again, you can make your own choices. You're a divine being having a human experience. You have the gift of free will. Use it however you please. Yeah, I think that's about it. Otherwise, the best way to support me, hit like, hit subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, there's the link in the description box below. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Otherwise, my loves, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Sweet memories swell in my head. Marshmallow fluff, so divine. Take it back to those simpler times.